All right, welcome back to today's episode. It's for the person who is posting. You're showing up, you're putting content out there, but it feels like you're shouting into the void. You post a photo, you get 3 likes, all from your mom and maybe your 2 best friends. You share a tip, 0 comments. You pour your heart into captions, crickets, right? And after a few weeks of this, you start to think, what is the point? Nobody's even seeing this. Social media doesn't work for me. But here's what I need you to understand. Low engagement is not a sign that social media doesn't work. It's a sign that something in your strategy needs adjusting. And usually it's not a big thing. It's a few small tweaks that make a massive difference. So today I'm going to be diagnosed the most common reasons your posts are getting ignored and give you specific fixes using the Grow, Engage, and Promote framework that we use here at Beach Boss Influencers so that you can turn those crickets into conversations. So let's figure this out together, right? All right, there are 5 main reasons your posts aren't getting engagement, and I want you to be honest with yourself about which ones apply to you. Reason number 1, you're talking to everyone, so you're connecting with no one, okay? Your content is too generic. It's not specific enough to make anyone feel like you're talking to them directly, okay? So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2, you're posting at people or for people. Your content is about what you want to say, not what your audience wants to hear, okay? There's a big difference, right? You want to really focus in on what's in it for them. All right. Now, reason number 3 that it's not working is you're not giving people a reason to respond. Your posts might be statements, not conversations. There's no hook, there's no question, and there's no invite to engage. Reason number 4, you're not engaging with others. Social media is a two-way street, okay? If you're not commenting on other people's content, don't expect them to comment on yours. The algorithm also rewards this. It shows your content to more people when you're actively engaging on the platform. Now, reason number 5, you haven't been consistent long enough. You posted for 2 weeks, got discouraged, and stopped. But 2 weeks isn't enough for the algorithm or your audience to take you seriously. Consistency compounds. You have to push through the nobody's watching phase. And you're going to have these ups and downs in your content as you go. Okay, there's going to be a time where you're like getting a ton of engagement. You might have a few things go viral, and then it feels like everybody dropped off the face of the earth. Okay, this is something you need to push through because consistency compounds. Now let's fix each of these. All right. So if your posts aren't getting seen by enough people, your growth strategy needs work. And here's how to fix it. Okay. Number 1, you got to nail your hooks. The first line matters the most. On social media, you have about 1.5 seconds to stop someone from scrolling. That means your first line, your hook, has to grab attention immediately. Bad hooks, like happy Monday, everyone. Okay, that's a bad hook. I just wanted to share something. That's a bad hook. So I've been thinking, that's a bad hook. These are invisible. Nobody stops scrolling for these unless they already know you, like you, and trust you. Okay, that'd be the only reason they'd stop. Okay, so here's some good hooks. I almost quit my business last month. Here's why I didn't. Okay, stop doing this one thing on social media. It's killing your reach. Here's another one that's good. Nobody talks about this side of network marketing. Okay, here's another one. The worst advice I ever got from my upline was, see the difference? Good hooks create curiosity. They make someone think, wait, what? I need to read this. They create an open loop in the reader's brain that can only be closed by reading more. Spend 80% of your time on the hook. It's that important. Okay. So here's number 2, write for one person, not everyone. Okay. Instead of thinking, what should I post for my audience? Think about one specific person. Give her a name, picture their face. What are they struggling with today? What does she need to hear? Okay. This is called an avatar, is what we call it inside of Beach Boss Influencers. Okay. When you write for one person, your content becomes incredibly specific and relatable. And the more specific you are, the more people resonate with it. I know it's weird, right? It's really weird. But when you are speaking to one person, it's going to resonate with more people because specificity then creates the she's talking directly to me feeling. And that's what people want. Before every post, ask yourself, who is this for? What are they feeling right now? And what do they need to hear? Okay. So use pattern interrupts. Okay. The social media feed is a sea of sameness. Okay. To stand out, you need to interrupt the pattern. So this could be a bold, controversial statement, a photo that's different from what you normally post, A video where you start mid sentence, mid emotion, mid action. Text on a screen that asks a provocative question. Starting a reel with don't do this instead of do this. Anything that makes someone's thumb stop moving. That's the pattern interrupt, right? And it's the key to getting your content seen. So what I want you to do is I want you to rewrite the hooks on your last 5 posts. Make them curiosity driven. Then post one piece of content this week with a bold, attention grabbing hook and notice the difference that happens in your reach, even on reels, okay? Now let's fix the engagement on your posts, the comments, the DMs, and the conversations. Okay. So here's what we want to do. We want to end every post with a question or a call to action. This sounds so simple, but I see people skip it all the time. You write a great caption, share a great story, and then just end it. No question, no invitation, no nothing for the reader to do. Always, always end your post with something that invites response. Okay. So things like, have you ever felt this way? Tell me in the comments. What's your biggest struggle with topic? I want to hear, right? Drop a hand up if this resonates. Which one are you, A or B? Share your experience below. I read every comment, okay? You have to tell people what to do, and you want to train your audience to know there's going to be something for them to do on every post. Most people won't engage unless you explicitly invite them to, okay? It's not because they don't care. It's because they're scrolling fast and they need a prompt to remind their brain, oh yeah, I want to respond, right? Okay, so here's the next piece. Engage before you post. Now here's a ninja trick, okay? Spend 10 to 30 minutes engaging with other people's content before you publish your own. And here's the huge hack. Use 140 characters, okay? Because it is the trick, I promise. John Eric Moser, that's where I got that hack from. And listen, I have tried it over and over and over again. And when I use it, so crazy how much engagement I get, okay? But this is why. The algorithm tracks your activity. When you're actively commenting and engaging, the platform thinks, oh, this person is active right now. Let's show their next post to more people. So before you hit publish, go comment on 10 to 15 posts, then drop your content, okay? You'll notice a significant boost in reach and engagement, all right? So here's the next piece of what we want to be doing is we want to reply to every comment, okay? It's like gold. When someone does comment on your post, don't just like their comment and move on. Reply, and not with one word, with a genuine response that keeps the conversation going. If someone says, I needed to hear this today, don't just say thank you. Say, I'm so glad it resonated. What's going on in your world right now? I'd love to hear more. Every reply signals to the algorithm that your post is sparking conversation, which makes it show the post to more people. Because guess what social media is? They want you to be social, okay? And every reply deepens the relationship with that person. It's a win-win. So go back to your last 5 posts and reply to every comment you haven't responded to yet. Then commit to replying to every comment within 2 hours for the next 7 days. And watch what happens with your engagement, okay? All right. So now here's the specific problem I see with promotional posts getting zero engagement. And it's fixable. The reason your promo posts get crickets is usually because they feel like ads and people scroll past ads, right? We're trained to ignore them. Here's how to make your promotional content actually get engagement. Promote through polls and questions instead of, I love this product. It changed my skin. DM me for details. Try this. Okay, skincare people, what's your biggest frustration? Fine lines that won't quit? Dullness no matter what you do, or C, breakouts as an adult, or D, all of the above. Comment below and I'll share what worked for me. Okay, so see what happened there? It's technically a promotional post. You're going to share your product in the comments or the DMs, but it feels like a conversation starter. People engage because you ask them a question about their problem. You're asking them their opinion. And listen, humans love nothing more than to share their opinions, right? Okay, so the results without revealing post. Share a transformation or result without immediately saying what product or company it is. Here's an example. I've been doing something different for the last 90 days, and the results are honestly kind of shocking. My energy's up, my skin is clear, and I've lost 8 pounds without changing my diet. I'll share exactly what I've been doing in the comments if anyone's curious. Just drop a fire emoji below. Now, what happens? Okay. People drop the fire emoji, right? They comment, tell me. They DM you asking what it is. You've turned a promotional post into an engagement post. And every one of those comments and DMs is a warm lead. Someone who literally is asking you to tell them about your product. That's a completely different energy than cold messaging someone who's never asked, right? And here's the bonus. All those comments boost your algorithm. which means more people see it, which means more people ask, which means more conversations. It's a snowball effect, right? Now, here's the next one, the testimonial takeover. One of the highest engaging types of promotional content is other people's results, not yours, theirs. Okay. Now, you can use your team group where they have all those results, right? The company where they share results, you can use all those. When a customer gets a result, ask them if you can share it. Screenshot their text with permission. You want to black out their name, right? And then share their before and after. What they said. Why does this work so well? Because it's social proof. People trust other customers more than they trust the person selling the product. It's the same reason we all read Amazon reviews before we buy something. Okay. We want to know that real people like you, got results. And when you share someone else's story, it doesn't feel like you're bragging or selling. It feels like you're celebrating someone else, which makes it way more engaging and way less salesy. Okay. So format it like this. I have to brag on my girl Kelly for a second. She started XYZ 60 days ago feeling, okay, how she felt. Look at her now. Results. I'm so proud of her. If you want to be my next success story, comment success below and let's chat. Now, for those of you that are in financial services, other services, things like that, you're just going to have to tweak it a little bit so that it makes sense. Okay. It's easier for a lot of us, that are in health and wellness because it's easier to sell, right? But financial services, all those kind of things, you can just tweak this to make it work. That post is going to get comments, it will get shares, and it will get DMs every single time. Okay, so your homework is to create results without revealing posts and one testimonial post this week. Track how many comments and DMs you get compared to your typical promotional posts, and I guarantee you're going to see a dramatic difference. Okay. So let's recap. If your posts aren't getting engagement, it's not because social media is broken, and it's not because the algorithm hates you unless you're not consistent. And it's not because you're not interesting enough. It's because one or more of those fixable issues. Okay. Your hooks are weak, right? Curiosity driven first lines that stop scroll. Your content's too generic, right? For one specific person. Okay. Not everyone. You're not inviting engagement and every post with a question or call to action. You're not engaging with others. Use time before you post to engage with others so that your post gets more reach. Your promo posts feel like ads. Use polls, results without revealing, and testimonials. You're not replying to comments. Treat every comment like gold and keep the conversation going. And if you need automation for some of this stuff, let us know. We actually have lead magics that will help you do all of this and automate most of it. You haven't been consistent enough, commit to 90 days before you judge your results. Okay. If you're just posting for a few weeks and then you stop, you're not going to get past that place where the algorithm wants to know if you're really going to stay. So here's the thing. I really want you to take away from today. Engagement is a skill. It's not a talent. Nobody is born knowing how to write a great hook or create conversation starting posts. It's something you learn, practice, and get better at over time. The people you see with hundreds of comments on their posts, they were once exactly where you are, posting to crickets, wondering if anyone was listening, and feeling invisible. They just didn't stop. And I don't want you to stop either. Your 30-day challenge starts now. What I want you to do is I want you to post 5 times per week using the Grow, Engage, Promote framework. If you need to go back and listen to this or watch this again, go ahead, right? Save it. You can have this forever and really take these into what you're doing. I gave you examples and everything. Use a strong hook on every post. Every post with a question or a call to action. Okay. Even on your stuff that's value-based entertainment and education, right? We want a follow. We want to, stick around for learn more. Let me know what your opinion is, right? Get people engaging and talking in the comments. And then do the engagement daily. We always want to engage before we post. Okay, that's the key. 140 characters, spend 15 to 30 minutes there on your perfect prospects, things or people that are already responding to what you got going on. Reply to every single comment within 2 hours or set up automation that does it automatically so you're not losing people, especially if you have a large following. Track your engagement numbers weekly. And at the end of 30 days, compare your numbers to where you started. And I promise you, if you follow this simple system, you will see a significant increase in reach, comments and DMs and real conversations. And that's what you need to grow your business, right? And if you want to take this even further, if you want exact hook templates, the engagement scripts, content calendars, DM conversation frameworks, and a complete step-by-step system for turning your social media business and building machine, you need Beach Boss influencers, okay? Start with grabbing the social influencer formula. It's for free. And then follow the prompts. Go through the process. See if what we're doing here is exactly what you're looking for. Okay. This is the program where we take everything we've covered in this entire podcast series, the Grow, Engage, Promote frameworks, the content strategy, the engagement methods, the promotional techniques, the mindset shifts, and we go deep. Okay. We give you the templates, we give you the daily action plans, we give you the community and the coaching to make sure you're actually implement them. Because knowledge without action is just entertainment. And you didn't start this business to be entertained. Okay. You started it to build something real that made you an income, that either you were looking for freedom or extra income to afford groceries, whatever that might be. Right. So check the link in the show notes, grab the freebie, right? Work through the process, or drop the word formula and we'll send you the details. Thank you so much for being here for this entire series. If these episodes have helped you, I need a favor, okay? Share them with your team, share them with your network marketing friends, share them with the person you know who's struggling on social media and thinking about giving up. This information can change someone's business. I know it changed mine, but only if they hear it, okay? Now I'm cheering you for you guys. Go out there, post with purpose, engage with intention, and build the business that your life deserves. And we'll see you on the next episode. Have a great rest of your day.